Hello and welcome to today's video. Today is update number 3, I think, for the 11 favorites in 2021 Project Pan. This was started by Denise over on Instagram. All of her information is listed in the description box. Because there are 11 products, I have a lot to go through. I have some really exciting updates for you today, so why don't we go ahead and get into it. Alright, as we get started, I just want to say that my hair is driving me nuts. I tried to do those like robe curls last night and I just can't, like, part of it worked, part of it didn't at all. So I'm a little frustrated with my hair. Hopefully it's not too distracting, but let's go ahead and get into the first item. I was working on a Vanilla Bean Noel body lotion from Bath & Body Works, and I asked both, I had like 2 lotions sitting beside each other, and I was like, hey, will you get the cap off the other one I meant? And he thought I meant this one, and he went like strongman Hulk on it and like destroyed the packaging, like he stretched it really bad. But anyways, I cut it open and used the last of it up. I told you last time that I was thinking that I needed to, or I was using it with this lotion here, and I didn't like the scent of this one. I managed to use them both up, so I have 2 empties now. And for that completed lotion, I'm gonna roll in another lotion. This is from Soap & Glory. This is the Sugar Crush Body Lotion. It smells like kind of like a very sweet lime scent. And I'm right here today. You can see that I mixed in some like body powder or like a body shimmer a long time ago. And I have been enjoying this. I do like the scent, and I think that mostly, I don't love it for all year round. It just doesn't, it's not my favorite, but it certainly doesn't bother me. But I think that this season, like spring to early summer, will be the best time to use this. I had been saving this for like a hand lotion, but I don't love the scent enough or the formula enough to kind of use it just that way sparingly. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start using this all over my body and just try to get it done. So it's quite a lot left, and I'm not the best at using up lotion, so hopefully we'll make some good progress over the next couple months with this one. Okay, next up was another Vanilla Bean product from Bath & Body Works, and this was the fragrance mist. Hopefully you can see there that we have made progress and we are done today. So this will be rolling out, and in its place I'm rolling in another Bath & Body Works fragrance mist. This is in the scent Rose, and hopefully you can see that we are right here. I drew the little line. I really like these little fragrance mists from Bath & Body Works. I honestly find them perfect to spray myself to go to bed at night, and it's just kind of nice to feel good and clean and like smell nice when you go to bed. So that's what I most enjoy these for. Now, are they long lasting enough to wear out during the day if I'm going out like to do something? No, I will wear a perfume at that time, but for bed, I love these things. So this is all I have left in this one. However, I do expect that it might take 2 to 3 months probably if I'm only using it at night, you know. So hopefully this, and I do think that these scents will layer well. This one's not particularly long lasting. This one's not particularly long lasting. So if I do want to layer them during the daytime, I don't see that being an issue. I think they'll go okay together. All right, as we move into item number 3, we're officially moving into makeup, and I was working on a foundation from CoverGirl. This one has sadly been discontinued, but I told you last month that I was really struggling and frustrated with having to like open it up and scrape the sides, and hopefully today you can see that I have scraped out as much as I can, and I ended up putting some in, or I decanted what I could into this little guy here, and this is all I have left of it. In fact, I could have had it done, but I'm saving this little bit for a video that I want to do soon. So I'm technically considering this done, even though I do have this little bit left in it. But you'll see, I'm gonna put this kind of thing in a summer video. And so I'm saving this little bit, but technically this is done. And since I'm rolling out a foundation, I'm gonna roll in another foundation. This is from Tarte. This is the Hydrogel foundation. And I really enjoyed this foundation, but this one is another one that has been discontinued. Hopefully you can see there where we are starting at. And hopefully, I don't think this one will go too quickly. I imagine this will be something that I work on several months now, because I really only wear this when I film. It's pretty full coverage. It's not something that I wear day to day. But when I get on camera, I'm gonna make an effort to wear this and try to hopefully get it done by the end of the year. I really am not rushing. I haven't been rushing through it historically because this is such a good filming foundation for me. So I actually am not wearing it today. I wore the other CoverGirl foundation. But I am gonna go home this summer, where Bo and I are gonna travel home. And so when we're home, I will pick up another full coverage foundation to bring back with me. And that means that I will comfortably be able to use this one all the way up, since I'll have a backup. This is like my only full coverage foundation that I have with me right now. So once I have my backup, I'll probably speed through this one a little bit quicker, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and officially roll into this project. All right, next up, item number 4, I have a brow goof proof brow pencil from Benefit. I have no idea how, I just feel like all of a sudden I've stopped making progress with this item. I don't know what's going on. I'll show you on paper today where it's at, or where the progress has been like the past couple months, and it hasn't really changed much. So hopefully you can see intro, first update, second update, and also today at the third update, we haven't really moved enough to like draw a new line, sadly. So I'm gonna just keep that mark where it is and just kind of write that it represents 2 months, but hopefully it doesn't do that again. I need to make some progress in this. I really wanted to finish this before the end of the year because I have other brow products that I wanted to focus on, and for some reason my progress is so slow. We obviously made some good progress at the beginning of the year. I don't know what's going on, why it's slowing down. I don't get it. I mean, I am doing a slightly lighter brow, but not really. I honestly, I'm baffled by this one. Okay, next up, I think is number 5. I feel like I'm losing count some, or I'm missing something, but I think I got everything. So let's just keep going. The Lorac Tantalizer Bronzer that I was working on since the beginning of this year. Guys, it is done today. Do you see this? Do you see? I mean, it's a little stained just because it's like used and abused, but I can't get enough to do my face. That's all I can get off of it. I even took a spoolie and like scraped what I could out of like the ridges and picked the rest up with my brush, and it is done. I honestly thought that when I put this in at the beginning of the year that I would be working on this all year, and it's done. I don't know. I'm like really surprised with myself. I know I have a very long face, so I do use a good bit of bronzer, and this was a very kind of light buildable bronzer, being that it was baked formula. So but again, I was very much expecting to work on this for a good bit of time, at least 6 months or more, and at this third update, it's done. So I'm gonna be rolling in a new item, and technically I was kind of shocked that I was looking around at the bronzer items that I have here with me in Sweden, and I don't really have that many. I have this one, I have a Marc Jacobs one, I have a Hoola Mini, which I do want to use, but I don't think it's the right time of the year to use it, so I don't want to roll it into this yet. I think that's like an end of summer kind of bronzer for me. It's a little deeper. And then I have like some newer ones that I don't really want to like work on panning. So what I've decided to do is go ahead and roll in this Isadora bronzer. This is a Swedish brand here to me. And I think what I'll do is kind of work on this and see if I can get a little bit of a dip going. I don't think I'll be successfully able to hit pan on this yet. And when we go home in June, I think is when we're scheduled to go home for a little long vacation, my husband and I think I will take this home and take some of these bronzers home, or at least bring back some bronzers that are older in my collection that I do want to use up and get out of my collection. Whereas these I enjoy having, and I kind of rather rotate them, but I can't roll in anything else from my collection because there's not really much that I feel comfortable panning right now, considering that I have so many projects going, and I have one starting at the end of this month. This one I think is a good one to add in, just get some usage out of it, and I will roll this out in June, I think is when I'm going home. So with that being said, the next item that we're rolling to is a Stay Matte powder from Rimmel. Mine is broken, and as you can see, it looks like I finished it. I haven't. I keep dropping this thing. I dropped it, repressed it, dropped it again, and every time, I hate the packaging of this. I think the formula is fantastic, but the packaging is awful. So what I've done is, for now, I was about to repress it again until I realized just how annoying it is that the packaging is so broken that I'm gonna keep dropping it. So what I've done is I just have it in here in this little old Kat Von D powder container, and I'm enjoying using it as a loose powder. I actually tend to prefer loose powders. I'm trying to get the little lid out here, the little sifter. And so this is what it's looking like now. I'm just gonna continue to use this as a loose powder. So I'll take some photos and we'll track it visually that way. But for now, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it in this container because I much prefer it to that broken Rimmel. This stupid cap, I don't know why they would make it with this dumb cap that always slips off, but they do. Okay, moving on to the next item, we have a Tarte eyeshadow, and this one, not a lot of progress on it. I haven't used it as meticulously as I should have, but hopefully the photos will show that there is a little bit of a dip going in it, just a tad, but this one will definitely be here all year. Okay, the next item I've officially lost count of which item number this is, but I know that this one was one that was rolled in later in this project. This is the Hydrotouch primer from NYX. Hopefully you can see some very faded marks from where intro and last update. And today I couldn't get enough really out to do my makeup, so I'm gonna count this done. I may end up cutting it open just for fun, but if there's anything left in there, it's just one use, I'm sure. because I squeezed and squeezed and squeezed to the point where I hurt my fingers today. So this one is done, and in its place, I'm gonna roll in another lotion that I absolutely adore and love, and I've been kind of saving it, but I realized that it is almost done. This is from Touch and Glow, and it's a radiance cream. I just like this. I found this is my second bottle of this, or second tube of this. I find this at TJ Maxx frequently. I don't know how often they have it, but the both times that I've purchased it, I've gotten it from TJ Maxx, and I really love this. And sadly, I only have a little bit left and it will be done. So I need to stop kind of hoarding it and just use it and let it go and move on to some other primers, because I have so many good primers in my collection that I need to try and give more use to. So this is the next one that I'm gonna focus on. All right, I believe we have 3 more items left. The next one is an Ulta gloss. I was really hoping to have this done by today, but as you'll see, I do not. However, I have taken the stopper out, so there's really no issue. I do think that, I mean, if I don't have this done by next month, something desperately is wrong. So this one will hopefully only be around 1 more month. All right, the next item I have here is the Cerave Ultra Light Moisturizing Lotion with SPF 30 in it. And last update, we were right here at the intro when this was introduced last update, so it's right there. Today we moved it just a little bit. Both my husband and I are using this lotion. We love it for spring, but we're kind of hoping to get it done before summer, because SPF 30 is really the minimum of what you should be using on your skin if you're out and about in the sun, or really just day to day. So we want to move into something a little bit more like strong, 50 SPF if we can find a good one. So we need to use this one up first, and because SPFs don't last, if we wait till like fall to wear this, I have a feeling that the SPF, I don't think it will expire, but I just think that when you open one, you should hopefully use it. So that's what we're gonna do here. And hopefully, we're making good progress. I think we could be on track to finish this by the end of the project, barring that both of us remember to use it pretty often. So this one will keep in the project. Okay, and that brings us to the last item in this project. This is my MaryLou highlight from the Balm, and I'm just trying to hit pan on this one. I hope that the photos will show some progress, but we have not hit pan yet, but we do have a little bit of a dip going. I do pretty much focus my brush right there in the middle, so I think that when we do finally see pan, we won't see much use all in the product. It will be mostly focused in the center, but I'm okay with that. It's been really nice to layer with another highlight from another project pan. So that is one thing I really like about this color. You can build it up and it can be beautiful and like a very blinding highlight on its own, but it's also like not super gold, not super pink, so it layers well with other highlights. I can pretty much wear it with any other highlight, which I do like to do. And so I'm really enjoying having this one. It's really nice to be reaching for it on a regular basis. And I guess that's the point of a project like this, huh? But yeah, that's it for today's update, my 11 favorites in 2021. Make sure you say hello in the comments. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.